What's happening, forum? If you're looking for a microphone to use for your podcast setup or even your streaming setup, this is the video for you. I come from the commercial audio recording space. I've done a lot of work with films. I've done a lot of work with TV. I do a lot of music, and I've done a ton of podcasts. Some of them have been commercials. Some of them have been corporate. Some of them have been, like just people having fun, like doing the Joe Rogan thing. And over the years, I've obviously experimented with a ton of microphones. Like this one in my hand, this is a Sennheiser microphone, which I personally like a lot. I'd even probably use it for podcasts, but it's pretty pricey. In this video, I want to compare this microphone, which is the Tank 1 by Fifine, to this microphone, which is the SM7B. It's like a super classic microphone in the audio space. And it's what you see Joe Rogan use. You see a ton of people use this microphone. Be it for podcast or even for music. The SM7 was actually a microphone that was used by Michael Jackson, and this is sort of the iteration that came next. The Fifine Tank 1 is about $100, which is not that expensive in the commercial audio world. And then this microphone, the SM7B, is $400. These prices are in USD, and so that's what it would cost just to kind of get in the room with either of them. So if your consideration is on the side of being budget friendly, this is probably already going to win you over, but of course you got to listen to what it sounds like. This microphone, the SM7B, requires quite a bit of gain to get a good signal. So a lot of people pair with what's called a cloud lift, which is sort of like a preamp that puts more signal into it, which will also run you like another $130. So realistically, it's about $550 out of the gate prior to any XLR cables or whatever, just to start using the SM7B. So something interesting about the Fifine is that you don't actually need any cloud lift or anything to run it. You literally just plug it in. It doesn't even need phantom power. This, on the other hand, does require phantom power, 48 volts. So that's something to consider just right out of the gate is the price. And next is obviously sound and use case. So I would say just objectively right out of the gate that if you're interested in working with podcast gear or audio gear for your streaming, whatever it might be, that you should have a little bit of post-production knowledge under your belt. For example, a little bit of equalization, a little bit of compression, maybe some de-essing to get rid of some of those harsh S's. And that's sort of something that you should kind of, I guess, expect going into utilizing any microphone if you really want to make them sound good. But how do they sound raw? So I'm going to compare these two microphones just right now so you can kind of see what they sound like. This is what the SM7B sounds like out of the gate. One thing I like about the SM7B specifically is it actually is pretty nice in the way of sounding good for music. Like a lot of people use this for music. Mac Miller used it for music. A ton of artists do appreciate this because it's not very it doesn't pick up a lot of the room noise. It is a relatively noisy microphone though because of how much gain it requires, but that's all down to your preamp. And this is what the Fifine sounds like right out of the gate. So if you're just going to use this microphone for maybe broadcasting, podcasting, anything like that, streaming specifically, it is a pretty good bang for your buck. You be the judge. And this room in particular is less treated than my other studio environment. So I've tried to kind of accurately emulate what you might expect in a room that's not extraordinary damp. This is the SM7B. This is the Fifine. So out of the gate, I do notice that there are some clarity differences between these two microphones. Obviously, proximity plays a big role in what these microphones sound like. So one thing that I noticed out of the gate is this SM7B does sound like it has better body with a little bit more clarity. The Fifine, on the other hand, it doesn't sound completely different than the SM7B, but it does sound different enough that I probably wouldn't use it for music production. If I had the option, at least. If I had to choose between this and this for music production, I'd probably go the SM7B almost any day. But the Fifine, to be completely honest with you, I don't know if I would even choose the SM7B. I want to run another test in my other studio environment, like it's kind of a pseudo podcast setup between me and another guy. One of us will use the Fifine, the other one will use the SM7B, and you can kind of be the judge as to how things sound with a little bit of processing in post. And if you feel that either of them are sufficient for your streaming setup, at the end of the day, they both actually punch pretty hard in their respective categories. And for broadcasting, I think the Fifine actually sounds pretty great, but you be the judge of that. Welcome back to another section, forum. So this part of the video is going to be sort of like a natural podcast type setup. This is a different room. There's still a little bit of natural ambiance in here. We got both microphones set up, both different voices, so that might help. This part will be in case you're looking for a microphone that, you want to maybe supplement a setup with. Maybe you don't want to spend, the same amount of money on two microphones. You might find that you like one of them more in this video or in this section. And so you might want to just lean into that. You might find that there's like no tangible difference, in which case you can just save your money. So I've tried my best to emulate like a natural setup in this type of this video. And without further ado, this is the guy who always films my videos with an extremely shaky hand.
What's up, guys?
And so yeah, we're gonna go back and forth here. So we have a recording studio in Calgary. He records a lot of artists, right?
Yep, a lot of artists, a lot of different types of stuff. I've done like traditional Eritrean wedding music, which was crazy for me to do for the first time, like metal, shoegaze, lots of hip hop, R&B, all sorts of stuff, all on this floor.
All on this floor, on this in these hollowed halls. So and then I guess that leads me to ask then, of all genres that you've worked with, what do you find, or do you find any of them to be more challenging to approach? And in that, do you find that the challenge makes things more exciting, or do you find it just makes things more stressful?
I think the thing that I'm used to the most, like to give you a baseline of where I usually work, is like hip hop. I never know what to expect, but either way, like I'm good at it. I've been doing it for long enough. The most challenging stuff to do for me is rock, because there's so many different ways you can go about it. And for me, the setup, if we're recording like off the floor, we're setting up all the drums and stuff, I got to really make sure that tone is sick, because bands are, as you know too, super particular as to like what they want and even who they want to sound like, all these tones and all that kind of stuff. So that's the most challenging for me, but it does make it more exciting.
What is, when you're looking at this microphone and when you're looking at this microphone, do you feel that the price difference is justified in build quality alone? Does anything stand out to you about this microphone that maybe this one doesn't, or vice versa?
Dude, yeah. Like you said, this was $100, 120?
I think it's like American 100, yeah.
Okay, that's still insane, because this is $500 Canadian.
I think this is 500 American.
Really?
I don't know. Close
okay,
enough.
Well, it's around there. I know it's 500 Canadian, or like very close.
And you
to
need
that.
a cloud lift too.
And you need something to boost the signal as well, because this comes with the pop filter, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This, based on what I can tell, doesn't seem to really need one.
I think that awesome. I prefer the build quality of that, like actual physically. Yeah, I think that sound wise, this microphone might be nicer and more balanced, but when you're judging 100 plus, like hundreds of dollars in difference, and you know, you all are listening to this now, podcast setup with very minimal treatment on the vocals. Is it worth it to spend hundreds and hundreds more on this? I don't know. Once again, if you're a musician, I'd say go for it, because then at least you have a microphone that you can use for music, and it's got a better frequency response. Right. So this is better for if you want to do a lot in post. But most of the time, you know, people just streaming, I don't know, like Moist Critical, I feel like used his AirPods or like his headphones from Apple for many years, and that did him fine. I don't really think it's the 15% quality difference that's going to sell your viewer on your content. So it's more of like a, you know.
It is your personality for sure. Yeah. What's nice about the SM7B is that it's tried and true.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, but like, you know, at the end of the day, for broadcasting, audiobooks, streaming, I don't think I could justify the hundreds of dollars difference unless I was a musician. Okay, so why don't we both just say the same sentence into each microphone, like, you know, relatively positioned, and let them kind of get a clear audio example. So this is, I'll line this sentence up. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure you smash that like button.
And if you enjoyed the content, make sure you smash that like button.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, guys, this has been a little podcast demo. So yeah, pure audio examples from both microphones. Hopefully this helps, and I will give my conclusion now. So if you were looking for my professional opinion as somebody who works in audio all the time, I would recommend that you do grab the Fifine. If your idea is just to do very basic production, such as podcasts or like Twitch streams, it saves you hundreds and hundreds of dollars, right? So, and it sounds pretty close. Like I wouldn't really complain if I pulled up to a podcast and I heard the Fifine. I'd be like, oh, you know what? It just sounds like a guy yapping. But if you want to work in music or anything like that, the SM7B actually ends up being a really good investment. Like you can't go wrong with it. It's a legendary microphone, right? So it's kind of a matter of what you want to do. If you're just starting out, I'd probably recommend the Fifine either way, because then you can kind of get a feel for what it's like to record and what it's like to work on audio and post. Neither of them are actually bad options. The Fifine does have a very, very nice build quality. I will say that. It's called the Tank 1 for a reason. It actually is a tank type of microphone. So that kind of shocked me. I just didn't expect that for the price. It's like a very heavy metal build. And it does have some switches on the back. So on the very back, you can do a mid boost, you can low cut, which will, if you do that, will pretty much remove room rumble, and it will also bring presence to your vocal. So that's nice to have on the back of that microphone, right? There are some options. It is budget, but it doesn't feel budget, if that makes sense. Whereas the SM7B is just kind of classic all around. Out of the box, it's going to sound great. There will be a bit more noise. I just find that the SM7B isn't a completely silent microphone in the way of self noise. And for some reason, the Fifine I found actually is much better in that regard, even though it required a lot more gain out of the box. I assume it's not just because it doesn't have a cloud lift or phantom power going to it, so I had to kind of crank my preamp. But either of the microphones are pretty dope. I'd say just grab either one of them. But if money is an object, I would probably go with the Fifine. So hopefully you enjoy this video. Hopefully you find it useful. If you are interested in content like this, or if you have any questions about production, post-production, anything audio, let me know in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe, drop a like on the video. I love doing these videos, so it would be really helpful to me, and I will see you on the next video.